Well, Ray,
What's up?
Mo. So we back at it, y'all. Ray driving and she took the damn thing down to hold the phone. So I got to hold the phone right now. But anyway, this is episode 2 of the Unfiltered session. We ride now. We're not always gonna be on the couch at the house. We may be in the car. We may be any and everywhere. So we riding down, go visit family or whatever. Ray had that damn window down. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hear. But anyway, we just was having conversations about AJ Johnson. For the younger people, is the mother from Baby Boy, but for the old heads like me, the mother from Baby Boy, and also Charmaine from House Party. I think her name was Charmaine on there. Tisha Campbell friend on House Party. Well, anyway, yeah. So she's a life coach. And shout out to her. If you see it, I'm going to tag you in it because I'm giving you props on this one. She's a life coach. She's an actress. She's a philanthropist. She's a mentor. She does a whole lot of things for women and different people and stuff. She lives by country or whatever you call it. She lives here and in Africa. But anyhow, one day I was watching a video that she put up onto Instagram. She does these things what's called downloads, and she does them once a week. And she was talking about how people are always saying you have to be an or that's what we've been. What I mean by or is we get so stuck on, okay, for instance, I've been in retail forever, right? But that's not, yeah, I'm good at it because I've been trained to do, to work in retail. I love people, customer service, blah, blah, blah. But there's other things that I love to do. And I've been struggling. We driving. So. I have been struggling for years, just like a lot of people have been struggling about, oh, well, if I'm in retail, how am I going to own my own business? Or, if I own my own business, which I did before, Sugar Rush, doing body scrubs and body butters and oils and all things like that. And I actually made a laundry and carpet freshener as well. You know what I mean? So it's just like that was a part of Sugar Rush. And then I'm good at anything creative, basically. I can paint, like freestyle painting or whatever. I ain't no Mozart. Or not Mozart. What's his name? The painter. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Bob. I ain't one of them. Yeah, I ain't even no Bob off of PBS. Right. But I'm just saying that to say, and she was saying, you don't have to do just one thing. You can tap into everything that you do and be fine with it. And that's what I mean by or. It was saying like, you got to either work or own your own business. Why can't it be you can work and own your own business? Or I can make my scrubs and paint. Or I can make my scrubs, paint, and make t-shirts. Or whatever the hell I decide that I want to do to get this creativity out of me. Or that I want to tap into to do. I had been struggling so long with trying to just find, like people always say, find a niche. Okay, you can find a niche. Maybe I can make different kinds of t-shirts and art that's just this. But what if I don't feel like doing that? It gets boring. I'm an Aries. We like variety. You know what I mean? So, that's basically what we was just talking about. You don't have to be an or. You can be an and. You know what I mean? And that's what AJ was saying. Like I said, shout out to her. That was the download. Because she was going through that. Like, damn. Or people was expecting her to just be an actress and not be a philanthropist or whatever else. So, what you got to say about that, Ray?
I feel like my perspective on it would be people have to follow through with whatever they desire for as they career-wise. Their artistic ways being creative of, what makes them comfortable doing. A lot of people are only not doing what they're doing only because of what people's opinions about them, or they just feel like they don't have the faith or even walking on to accomplish those desires in life. A lot of people are scared to move upward towards their careers or elevation, put it like to elevate their lives. It's just so much creativity in people that people don't realize within themselves. I really feel like people should step out on their faith and really like do what makes them happy, and not offer what somebody say for his opinion wise, and do what they love.
I agree. I think a lot of times we're thinking about what someone has to say, or what someone's going to say, or I don't want them to feel like this. You can't get anywhere or do anything in life with thinking about what other people are going to say. And we all, even if we say, I don't care what nobody got to say about me, in the back of your mind, you kind of do think, oh, what my family gonna think, or what my friends gonna think, because it's not even what they think. At the end of the day, it's kind of like, you want people to be proud of you. We should just want God to be proud of us, but we're flesh.
But my opinion on that, yes, people will be proud of you, but at the same time, people be also hating on you. Yeah, they want to see you elevate. They don't want more. They don't expect you to have more than them. They be like, oh, congratulations, I'm proud of you, or whatever. But at the same time, they still have envy of you.
True. But I'm saying, even with that's very true. But what I'm saying is, when we do things, a lot of times it's not that we don't do a lot of things, or not tap into a lot of things because of how we feel. We go off of what someone else is going to feel about us, and that's wrong, because at the end of the day, people doing whatever the hell they want to do, while we sitting holding ourselves back saying, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, but what this person gonna say and what this person gonna think, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do. We just have to get in the mindset of, hey, I have one life and I gotta live in it. And as long as you respect yourself and respect people and live, with your morals, that's it. Exactly. Live your life, because people are not going to care about what you got to say when they get up to do what they want to do in the morning. They don't. So we have to start being, not matching energy, because I hate to say match energy, even though people make you feel that way sometimes. I hate to say that, because you don't want to dumb yourself down or be immoral because they are. But you just have to, it has to be about you when you're doing something. Like I said, all you can do is be respectful and keep your morals, and everything, but you got to live your life. It don't matter what people going to say. And we lose a lot of our lives thinking about that, and not being scared to fail. My auntie Fee, that's one thing that's a shout out to my auntie Fee. If y'all know me, y'all know how I feel about my aunt. I love her. Not that I don't love my other aunts, but it's just, you got a certain connection with certain people in your family, and that is like my other mother. But she always says, you can't be afraid to fail. That just means you get better and better. And it's true. Like, you gotta live. You can't be afraid to, like, oh, I'm gonna scratch my knee. If you don't scratch your knee, you're not gonna know not to do it anymore. How, that's not the way to do it. It is what it is. What you think, Ray?
I just feel like wherever you set your mind to, always go for it. Regardless of what people say or what their opinion is about what you're trying to do in your life, just go for it. Because I feel like if you don't go for it and you only got one life to live, you'll never accomplish anything, because you're so going by what they say or he said, she said, you only have to go for about what your heart desires to go for as what you want to do in your life, whether it's being arts and crafts, being EMS, first responders, whatever the case may be, just go for it. Because opinions don't matter. It's about how you want to be successful in life.
True. That's absolutely true. And then you can be successful both ways. Like she said, you could be an EMS, and then when you off, you could be making t-shirts, or you could be painting, or you could be doing DIYs at your other people's houses in your own, organizing, whatever the hell you feel like you want to do.
If I can do it, you can do it. For one, like I work almost 16 hours law enforcement, and I'm working on my podcast with my wife, and also doing further fitness, which is me being training people to be able to be built different. That's my motto: to be full of yourself, not less of yourself. So make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Further Fitness. Also TikTok, Further Fitness.
And follow me on every platform at Mo Knows. Instagram is Mo Knows with 2 S's. And Mo Knows 2 S's. MOENKNOWSS. And TikTok and Lemonade, just Mo Knows. Then definitely follow us on YouTube and Instagram under @TheFurthestSession. And we'll have TikTok soon and all of that. But right now, we just on Instagram, and we'll be uploading on YouTube. Y'all gotta let us know how y'all feeling about these. Hit us up in the comments. You know, when we drop them, a lot of them be pre-recorded right now, but you know, maybe we'll be live one day. But y'all just drop in the comments different topics and things like that y'all want to hear us talk about.
Y'all be safe.
All right, it's another verdict session. See y'all soon.